over time, you start suffering from additional issues though, right? Like low iron and the things that then would cause. And to be quite frank, the belly bulge.
Yep.
Right? Exactly.
Once looking.
Yes.
Pregnant.
And so over the
big old high belly
over
too.
the course of time, it had been, I guess, maybe about 6 or so years to where I said, okay, no, I can't live like this anymore. It had gotten that bad. Like and perhaps a year ago, that trip and me having to say on the day of, I'm not going to go. It was like, no, you got to do something about this. Right. And you got to think about it too, even from a perspective of, because I'm not married, but even dating. Yeah. Right. And so how many times do you want to have to even explain that to somebody that you're dating?
Exactly.
I had a guy that I had dated, years ago, but then he and I were still in touch and would get together. And he talked to me about his dating experiences. And he said, yeah, these girls out here. They just aren't happy. They got fibroids and all. And I looked at him and I was like, what?
Excuse me? Like, wait, what?
He literally said that, y'all. And I was upset and I was saddened by it because I felt attacked. And so I remember my eyes kind of welling up with water. But then coming to the defense of us, I was like, wait a minute, yo, I have fibroids. You just didn't know. Maybe we didn't date long enough and I was able to hide it from you or something like that. You didn't know. I was like, I have fibroids. And I was like, there's nothing that I can do about that. That's nothing that I did to create them or what have you. And I was like, you shouldn't, deny a woman, your time or something like that and blame her for the fibroids. So then, of course, then I became a little bit sensitive, even more so about it. Like guys out here, they aren't, wanting to date a woman that has fibroids and going through those issues and stuff, so all of
some nerve. I'm listening to you, but in my mind, I'm like picturing this guy, and to pinpoint that is so insane.
Did he get it on social media? Because I do know a lot of men are always making fun of the women with low iron, which I took. I was offended by that, or they're making fun of. Just it's always something that they're like. The women are this, they're that, and I'm thinking my own dating experiences. It was a constant. You're getting a little bigger, but I didn't know I had fibroids. Your stomach's a little bigger. Maybe let me show you how to work out. Like, and it was offensive, but at the same time, it's also an attack on your self-esteem. And then you're, like you said, you're thinking like, ain't nobody gonna want to date somebody that's dealing with all this. Like,
something's wrong with me.
And so I did wonder what happened to what